Hey my beautiful Lange fam, welcome back to my channel. This video is probably going to be a quick one. I'm going to try very hard not to ramble on too long, as you guys know I tend to do. But I'm just making this video to answer a question that I've been getting a lot. Like every single video that I put out within the last year or so, I've had the same question in the comments and on Instagram as well. And that is how I stopped my eyes being hooded, or how I got rid of my hooded eyes. So first things first, I need to point out that I don't see anything wrong with hooded eyes. I have hooded eyes, my mum has hooded eyes. Many of my family members have hooded eyes. It's in our genes, it's a trait of our features. Hooded eyes are beautiful, they're way more common than you would think, and there are varying degrees of hooded eyes. Some people have protruding hooded eyes, some people have the droopy kind of hooded eye, which is what I would have, and they are just as beautiful as any other eye shape out there. But they can be tricky, especially when it comes to putting makeup on them, trying to make your makeup look good, or trying to recreate other people's makeup looks on your hooded eyes. And that is why I make so many videos on my channel directly made for people with hooded eyes, because I want to try and help you guys out. So when I was younger, and I'll insert a picture here for you guys, I had very hooded eyes. And now, if you've watched any of my recent makeup tutorials, they are nowhere near as hooded as what they used to be. Now, I know a lot of people think I've had eyelid surgery. I get that a lot. A lot of people think that I've lied about having eyelid surgery. I have not had any kind of surgery ever done anywhere on my body, so I have not had eyelid surgery. Not saying I wouldn't do it in the future, and I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I know a lot of people that have severely hooded eyes and their eyelid ends up drooping down and affecting their vision. They go on to have eyelid surgery and they have great results, so I would never rule it out, but I haven't had it done. I'm only 29. What's the other thing I get? Oh yeah, a lot of people think that I get Botox to lift my eye area up regularly. That's a kind of a yes and a no. I'm completely honest with you guys about everything in life, and I have done a video about every single procedure I've ever had done to my face, from my teeth, having braces when I was a kid, to lip injections, to Botox. If you haven't seen that video yet, I'll put it somewhere in the top corner for you guys, so you can watch that if you want to. But the reason I say the answer to that is kind of a yes and no is because no, I don't get the Botox anymore. But I did try it. I went to Dr. Naomi in Sydney, who is amazing. She is probably one of the only people I would ever trust with my face when it comes to injections, Botox, anything like that, because she knows what she's doing and she is incredibly good at it. I will put her details in the description box down below in case any of you guys are in Sydney and you want to get something done to your hooded eyes. Again, I've got nothing against fillers, I've got nothing against Botox. So yeah, I did try out Botox. That was probably almost 2 years ago now, and what Dr. Naomi did, she placed the Botox somewhere around my eyes. Obviously I don't know, but she knows. And it gives your brows a lifted effect, which in turn lifts the hood of your eyes up. And a lot of people have a great benefit from that. They found that it works really well for them. It's definitely given them a lift. Now, it did give my brows a lift. I did notice that. It kind of lifted them on the outer corners like that. And I actually really liked the look of it when I first got it done, because it comes on quite gradually. I've got to be honest and say that I didn't see huge results, but then when the Botox wore off, that's when I realized, oh, hang on a second, I'm having to really work harder to lift up my brows and lift up the hood of my eyes. So after it wore off, that's when I noticed that when I had it, it was working. So yes, I have had Botox to lift my brows and to lift the hood of my eyes, and yes, I do think it made a difference, but I don't have that now, so I wouldn't say that that has contributed in any way permanently to the lack of my hooded eyes now. Another thing I will mention, and if you guys watch my videos a lot, you'll already know this about me, some days I wake up and my eyes are hooded again. They're completely hooded. They're that droopy kind of hood where you've got no real space between the hood of your eye and your lash line. Some days I still wake up and my eyes are like that. It's almost as though my eyes don't know where they want to crease a lot of the time. They're completely sporadic like that. But then as I'm getting older, I'm noticing more and more that my crease is getting higher and higher, and it's as though my crease now is folding into where the hood used to be, if that makes any sense. And so that's making my eyes appear a lot less hooded. But another thing that I do all the time, and I do it subconsciously, and I have done it for as long as I can remember, is I hold my brows up. Like this right now is me holding my brows up. Pretty much any time that I'm awake, I'm holding my brows up, and that is, I think, I do it subconsciously to lessen the look of my hooded eyes. Because if I let my brows drop, as you can see, the hood comes down a lot more, and I don't know, I just like my brows up. So I do that, which I think obviously contributes a lot. If I was to walk around with a heavy brow all the time, not only would I look incredibly grumpy, but my eyes would be hooded again. So to be completely honest with you guys, and just to clear this up once and for all so I don't keep getting the same questions, because I just don't have time to answer the same question every time, I haven't done anything to get rid of my hooded eyes. The only thing I can put it down to is eating a healthy diet and plant-based, so I eat a vegan diet. I don't eat meat, I don't eat dairy. I try and limit my salt intake because I know that salt obviously causes water retention, and if you do have hooded eyes, that water retention can go into your eyelids as well and give you that puffy kind of hooded eye. I drink a lot of water, again, to help fluid retention and to keep my circulation moving and to get rid of toxins from my body, so I try and drink at least 2 liters of water per day. And then the thing that I think has made the biggest difference is that I'm no longer as fat-faced as I used to be when I was younger, like a teenager, and in my early 20s. So I've always had like a full face, even now I've got full cheeks. But as I've gotten older, although my body, I've never fluctuated in weight with my body at all, I've always been the same size, my face weight has changed. So I used to have a lot more chubbiness in my face than what I do now at 29. My face has definitely thinned out a lot with age, and I would put my disappearing hooded eyes down to that. So I no longer have the fat deposits that I used to have in my eyelids that made my eyes look extra hooded when I was younger. So I think losing weight in my face through aging has gotten rid of my hooded eyes, but I don't think it's going to stay like that. So my mum, for example, she would have hooded eyes, but only through age. So her eyes when she was younger weren't hooded at all, like mine were. So I think the same will happen to me. I think right now I'm in a good period where my eyes aren't very hooded, but I would say as I get older, I think the droopiness will kind of come back and I'll end up with quite droopy hooded eyes again. So there's that all explained. Hopefully that clears a few things up for you guys. And if you do have severely hooded eyes and you don't like them and you do want to do something about them, not that I encourage or discourage that, it's completely your choice. Hopefully that clears up a few things. Eat well. You can get surgery on your eyelids. I've never had it done. I don't know anyone that has had it done, so I can't vouch for that. You can get Botox. Botox only lasts for around 2 to 3 months, I think it is. And on some people it lasts even less depending on your body chemistry. It is not permanent, it only lasts for a few months, and then you have to get it topped up, and you have to continuously get it topped up if you want the effects to last. I do have an entire playlist on hooded eye makeup, by the way, so if you haven't seen that yet, click on the playlist. It's going to be in one of these corners up here. There are makeup tutorials in that playlist on myself when my eyes are hooded, on my mum, she's obviously got mature hooded eyes. There are makeup tutorials on my friends with puffy hooded eyes, so there's all kinds of different hooded eye tutorials in that playlist. If you're not already a part of my family here on YouTube, feel free to join. You can click my face here. That will subscribe you to my channel, and then you'll be notified, hopefully, next time I post a video. I do loads of videos on hooded eyes. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I love you, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!